Okay, good morning, children. As we are all discussed all the solutions, all the questions and their solutions under exercise 8A, where purely we discussed only on ratio. As I have said earlier, proportion will discuss under exercise 8B. So today let us begin with the proportion. Exercise 8B. So before directly entering into the exercise, so some contents are there, you should know that. The meaning of proportion, under which what are all the terms will be there, and those terms are called what, and what is the rule to verify the proportion. These things you should know, children. So in this quick 10 minutes or 15 minutes, you will come to know about the proportion. So as the ratio means comparison of two quantities of the same units, as I said you earlier, comparison of two units is ratio. Proportion, here comes four quantities. Proportion means four quantities, say A, B, C, D, said to be in proportion. If we want to say A, B, C, D, they are in proportion, when we can say that they are in proportion? If A is to B equal to C is to D. Children, it is very simple. When two ratios are equal, then we can say that they are in proportion. Understood? When two ratios are equal, then we can say that this is in proportion. So same thing, how can we write? A is to B. These four dots we can read it as. A is to B as, C is to D. This is how we will write proportion. How to read this? Read it as, write it as. You must know all these, children. These are all the basics. How to read this? A is to B. This already you know. A is to B as, this is as, C is to D. Understood? Children, proportion means there will be four quantities, and these four quantities are said to be in proportion only when A is to B equal to C is to D. In simple words, when two ratios are equal, then we can say that they are in proportion. Okay? When two ratios are equal, then we can say that they are in proportion. How to write proportion symbolically? Like this. This proportion, one ratio and the second ratio, they are proportion to each other. They are equal to each other. Okay. When we are saying this A and B ratio and C and D, two ratios are proportion, total there are four terms are there. A, B, C, D, four terms are there. They are called, A is called first term, B is called second term, C third term, and D fourth terms of the proportion. A, B, C, D are called first, second, third, and fourth terms of the proportion. Four terms. So in the proportion, this first and fourth terms, which and which, children? First and fourth terms, that is A and D, they are called extremes, because extreme end, no, they are left side extreme end and right side extreme end. So left side extreme end is A, right side extreme end is D. Therefore they are called extremes. Which are called extremes? First term and fourth term. Term 1, 2, 3, 4. First term and fourth term because they are at the extreme end. In the name itself, meaning is the extreme end. A and D, first term and fourth term are called extremes. Then these are called what? They are in the middle. Second and third terms are called middle terms. What? Second and third terms are called middle terms, or you can say means. Means middle. Children, very simple. First term and fourth term are called extremes. Second term and third term are called middle terms or means. Why we have to study this? This is very important. This we have to study because to prove the rule. When we have to say that they are in proportion, both ratios are in proportion, when we can say when the product, see an important rule of proportion, what it says in proportion, product of extremes means we should multiply A and D, product of extremes, and product of means, B and C. When these two are equal, we should multiply this, we will get one answer. We should multiply this. This means what? We should multiply extremes. We should multiply first term and fourth term, and we should keep it here. We should multiply second and third terms, that is middle terms, and we should keep here. When both are same answer, when we will get both same answer, then only we can say that they are in proportion. Then only we can say that both the ratios are in proportion. Children, it is very clear. To say proportion, we should multiply extremes, that is first term and fourth term, one side, and another side we should multiply middle term, second and third term. After multiplication, we should get same answer both sides. Then only we can say that the ratios are in proportion. Okay, children, this is your exercise 8B. Verify whether these are in proportion or not. Just now, whatever I have given you a rule, will follow that rule. See, this is first term, second term, third term, and fourth term. So, product of extremes is equal to product of middle terms. Means what? First and fourth product. First 12 into 12 extremes. First term and fourth term extremes equal to product of middle terms. Product of extremes is equal to product of mean terms. 12 into 12 is equal to 18 into 18. 12 12s are 144. 18 18s are 18 8s are 144. Then both are equal. Then we can say that therefore 12, 18 equal to 8 are in proportion. Are in proportion. Okay. Second one, first term, second term, third term, fourth term. Product of extremes, first term and fourth term. 81 into 10 equal to 45. Middle term 45 into 18. 81 ones are 81 and this 0 810. 45 into 18. So this also 810. Hence we can say that this 81 is to 45, 18 is to 10 are in proportion. See children, we are verifying. We are verifying. Okay, third one. Convert this into proper fraction. 3 3s are 10 plus 1. 3 3s are 9 plus 1, 10 by 3. 2 2s are 4 plus 1, 5 by 2. 10 3s are 30, 5 6 are 30, both are equal. Therefore, we can say 3 is to 3 by 2, 2 is to 1 by 2 are in proportion. Understood? One more question is there, children. That is fourth one. Let us check that fourth one. That is 6 is to 45 not equal to 4.8 is to 3.6. Decimal numbers are given. That's all simple. Okay. Okay. Right. Product of extremes 6 into 3.6 equal to 45 into 4.8. Children, let us multiply this 36 into 6. 36 into 6. 216. So decimal point will be after one digit. Let us multiply 45 into 48. Multiply. So this is 2160. So decimal point will be after one digit. So this I am getting, here I got 21.6, whereas here I am getting 216. They are not in proportion. They are not in proportion. Children, same way, question number 2, 4 numbers are given, 30, 42, 5 and 6. So in the same way you should verify. There is no changes in the first main question and the second main question. So please, you try yourself. There are again 4 questions are there in second one, second main question 4 questions are there. There also 4 numbers are given. Please write down like this as it is. 32 is to 42, sorry 30 is to 42 equal to 5 is to 7. Like this, write down and follow the same steps and you do it yourself, children. That is your homework. Okay? Thank you.